Does anyone else like to address the board? Come forward, please.
Hi, I'm Jim Belladonna, 8798 Emmons Mercantile in Brewerton. I've come before the board again. My previous attendance before the board was a little more than 3 years ago, and I'm back for the same problem, only instead of representing myself, I'm here representing myself and 5 other neighbors in the area. I came here, just to refresh your memory for some of you, I bought my home in March of 2004, and shortly after that, the building department's representative code enforcement officer, Joe Gasparino at that time, tracked me down and said that there's a mistake here, you shouldn't have gotten a CO. We had the water problem there, I had a duck pond on the property, and was going back and forth with Jay Sites, and nothing seemed to happen. I was told to be patient, things would work out. I came to the meeting then, that's when I first met members of the board, Mr. Dudzinski, and was at that meeting too, that Mr. Conway told me that anyone coming here should know that there's a water problem and a drainage problem. Not being from the area, moving from downstate up here, I didn't know that, and maybe you should put that on the sign, welcome to Syracuse, where water and drainage problems are the norm, so people would know that. I felt ridiculed at that meeting. I was ridiculed by Jay Sites, who said that the building code regulations here are unenforceable. You look at the records, that's what was told. I was told, be patient. Mr. Dudzinski came out personally to the property with Mr. Sites, looked at the property, saw the problem, addressed the swale problem. There is no swale here. He said, isn't there supposed to be a ditch? And Jay went off somewhere on a tangent. At that time, Mr. Dudzinski was professional enough to send out Gear and O'Brien representatives to my home. They looked at the property, said there's a problem here. They recommended that, this should be corrected. I said, what are you going to do? So we're going to go back and talk to the town. In the meantime, I procured the law firm of Germain & Germain, who handled this business here, and said, it's an easy win against the town to pay for the services. They're in violation, not enforcing their codes, but our legal fees will cost you more than it takes to repair it. So I spent $1,200 to repair the duck pond, to get that out of my property. The swale is still a problem. I met with, from the building department, Wayne, 2 months ago. Wayne told me, I understand, we'll send somebody out. Nobody ever came out, unless Gary Dempke came out and took a look. Nothing is done. I'm still told the same rhetoric I would tell my grandchildren. Tomorrow, after, it's going to happen. We're talking to the drainage committee. 3 years, I think I've been patient enough. Now my neighbors are saying to me, one of them is involved, I guess, as an attorney or with an attorney, said, just bring up the fact that we're paying taxes. That's a service that needs to be provided by the town, a swale, the drainage, and collecting of taxes, not providing a service, is theft of services. I'm not an attorney, I don't know that, but it's not turning out to be a pretty situation there now. You got 6 families that are getting ticked off, and we're told after tomorrow, later. Christmas is coming too, and I'm getting skeptical, my neighbors are skeptical. Do we believe the town at the point of, being sarcastic in the sense that, I keep being told after, later, tomorrow, and I relay this back to my neighbors, and it's like, okay, if you believe that, then we got a bridge in Brooklyn you may want to buy. So I'm here before the board to find out what do I do, or what do my neighbors and I have to do to get some sort of action.
Vern.
I will go out and look here.
Go out there and
see what's going.
Okay, can you give me an idea when you'll be there? I'd like to be there when you're there.
I'll see if I can get Gary in the morning.
Okay, great.
What time you got?
I usually cut out around 1:30, 2 o'clock to take care of my business. I'm retired, so I'm home in the morning, so that's not bad.
Bonnie, get a hold of Gary. Just walk in the door over there. Find out when he's going to be available. Go in place.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Does anybody else who'd like to address the board? Heather.
Nothing else this evening, thank you.
Michelle.
Nothing, thank you.
Vern.
Nothing.
Charlie.
Nothing.
Billy.
Nothing.
Jim.
I just want to say that on October 8th, Supervisor Dudzinski and myself had an opportunity to talk to a group of Weeblos of the Brewerton Elementary about government, local government, and its impact on their daily lives. And they had a lot of great questions. Parents had a lot of good questions. It's very nice to see kids who were very interested and wanted to learn more about local government and what we do on the town board. So I just wanted to share that with everybody. That was an enjoyable experience, and we appreciate them inviting us to be able to speak at their function, because they're working on government and how it impacts them in a series. And we were the first group to go in and talk to them about local government. They'll probably have other representatives they learn more. So that was an enjoyable experience.
I have nothing. Tracy?
Jeff, did you want to relay that down? Did they take them under advisement like they always do? I know the question
For
was
the
speed reduction around
speed reduction on 298, taking into consideration, oh, another thing too. Somebody requested a signal at the intersection of Northern Boulevard, Thompson, and Island. It's been turned down again. I just saw that today because the data is not, basically showed there's not enough serious accidents there, is about what it amounts to. So unfortunately, just be careful. There's a lot of people who do not stop. So, being no further business, meeting adjourned.